in this one, we got a dude that's admitting to having a same-sex experience, meaning he slept with a man, or specifically what he said, take D. And hey, he was explaining to his girl about it, and he says he's still straight. So check this out.
Me taking one time to make sure that's not what I want shouldn't be an issue. That doesn't make me gay. If I continue doing it, then yes, I'm gay. But like, for me to try it once and be like, okay, that's not for me, and then stop, that doesn't make me gay. And yes, I cheated and whatever. Like, if you want to leave off that, cool. But don't sit here and be like, oh, there was a post about you being gay. I'm not gay.
Oh wow. So okay, so first, just to address, this is a YT man, okay? He's not of color. So that explains a little bit of why he may be a little comfortable with saying this, because I haven't heard a black man really be comfortable saying it in this way. They either know that if they address it, that they have to be admitting to it or denying it. There is no in between. This dude is honestly, like, you know, keeping it 100 about his experience. Now, he did say he cheated and everything, which is wrong. The girl posted outed him. So it says apparently he has a girlfriend, but I met him on Grindr and he wasn't. So the gay dude outed him, okay, anonymously. Met him on Grindr and he went to gay sex party with me. DM me for proof. Okay. Posted saying denying it is insane to me. I guess that's what the girl posted who's posted it. All right. So first off, he did not deny it. He was being himself. Okay. He was being transparent. That's what transparency looked like. When a person tell you something and they're explaining it through their experience, that's being transparent. He said, yes, I tried it. That doesn't make me gay because I tried it one time. However, I'm going to just keep it 100 with y'all. If I was to put myself in his shoes and say I had curiosity on trying to mess with men, I went on ahead and did it, and I didn't like the experience. The reason why this is a gray area is because you may not have liked that one particular experience simply because you didn't like the person. Either you didn't, maybe the person wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, or y'all don't have a connection. You probably chose the wrong guy to do this with. Who knows? So all those things fall in line. And you could be a bottom, he could be a top. You could be a top, he could be a bottom. Y'all might not even have really been compatible sexually, because if you're doing it your first time, you probably don't really know what your sexual position is unless you've just imagined it so much. And then in that case, I feel like if you've imagined smashing niggas a lot, that makes you bisexual. If you've imagined getting smashed by niggas a lot, that makes you bisexual. To get ready to have enough gumption to do it, I think that everybody thinks about it, but if the dude is really heterosexual, what he'll do is he'll think about it or shut it out, or he will try it and he won't tell nobody. But see, that's the difference. Because he's being transparent, it's an issue. There's many niggas most niggas have tried it and have never told y'all. So all this with women being so against men being transparent about this and attacking us just because y'all's dudes be lying to y'all and y'all don't really know who the real problems are, because we ain't the problem if we keeping it real. But in this case, because he did have a girlfriend, he cheated on her with the dude. I told y'all, because of the fact that because the world made it normal for men to not be able to experiment, or they would be considered gay or less masculine or whatever to females, they had to suppress it. So they're going to be finding this out while they're with y'all as adults. When y'all should be worried about getting married, you know, starting families and all that, these niggas are going out, figuring out themselves, finding who they are, experimenting, AKA, you feel me? So that's not really fair to women, but at the same time, it's not fair that society sets up this strict ass rule against men that they can't experiment or do nothing, or else they're deemed gay and condemned as gay indefinitely. And that's not fair. I do agree that we do need to loosen up on that shit. Niggas should be able to experience a little bit of gay stuff. And honestly, we need to get rid of the whole, if a man messes with another man, that makes him less masculine. It really doesn't. It's just a part of our human nature. What makes a man less masculine is being submissive, is being feminine, is submitting to men, yes. But I guess from a woman's perspective, if you messing with men, you submitting to men because they can't imagine no man dominating another man. And if they do, well then you're still a threat because you get to dominate men and women. They can't control you there either. Women just want men to be what they were lied to about, meaning these cavemen who ain't got no motherfucking care in the world about other men. They value women at the feet of women. Okay, women are used to being worshipped by men. So without that, I feel like that's the only thing women really got a problem with. Like they're not being worshipped. They've been decentered. I mean, you could tell even with straight men, they don't value women as much as they used to. Like 10 years ago, like it's clear as day, you know? So I think it's like we're going through a transitional time of learning that people are fluid. We've been lied to. The majority is not heterosexual, okay? The majority is definitely fluid and bisexual, and we've been lied to. So women have to adapt to this just like everybody else. Yeah, he shouldn't have cheated on the girl to find out what he was about. He should have been single doing that. I do agree with that. I honestly do feel like men are fluid for the most part, especially when you condemn someone and tell them that they can't have this curiosity, they can't have this, they can't be themselves. Like I said in the other video, cognitive dissonance is what that creates. So that men are able to manipulate y'all women easily. So you can't tell. It's not the same for when a woman is dealing with her sexuality. She will never build this kind of cognitive throughout years of her life because she'll just go ahead and experience the shit way sooner than later before she ever gets to that point because nobody cares if she does. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different. Women cannot relate to this when it comes to how men function with this whole identity crisis about sexuality because of how we were conditioned. So I think the dude is in denial, but I also feel like women are just not going to be able to accept the truth, okay? And that's going to be their problem that they're going to have to deal with. They need to open up their mind to fluid and bisexual dudes. If this dude is able to tell you this and you are able to accept him as a woman and be empathetic and compassionate for the fact that men have not been able to live their truth all these years and has built this up, I think that this would be a good relationship if she could accept that, you know what, I get what you're saying, but because you being honest with me, maybe we can work something out. But if she's gonna be on some whole, oh no, you mess with a dude and you cheated on me with a dude, now I'm insecure and all this other shit, well then she's just not gonna be the one. Hey, at least you was honest to tell her, buddy. Go ahead, continue to find yourself, do what you gotta do. And there are women who do accept this too, so don't get it twisted. Like, you don't have to deal with men now just because you said that and because you experimented. It's not over. I want all men to know that. Like, you will still pull women. It might not be all the women you want, but you're gonna still pull women and you'll be able to work it out, is what I'm trying to say. Publicly, they'll all act like they don't like it. They all act like they can't stand it, but behind closed doors and then privately, and then when it's one-on-one and they get to actually know you, that's changes. So don't be feeling like if I ever was to be honest and be real, I would just lose out on women altogether, even if I'm not really identifying as bisexual because I didn't even like it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put that out there. I do think that, yes, it's in the middle. He is fluid. He is in denial. But he should also be able to experiment and find out without being judged and condemned if that's really not his truth, because time will tell. That's the 100. But the thing is, only he'll be able to know because he can lie to the girl, you know what I'm saying, and tell her whatever. But he will know as time goes on what's really good, what he really is about and what he's into. Because if he's really into dudes, he'll be able to peep that experience was not it, and he might need to try something else to really find out. Or it could have been just a quick thought. He experimented on it, and now he don't want to do it no more. He's just being honest with himself, trying to find himself, and he found himself, and he ain't into it no more. I've experienced a dude doing that as well. Did I believe them? I didn't want to believe them, but I don't know if that's true or not. I can't tell anybody what their truth is. That's the one thing that we all need to stop doing. Telling people, oh no, you like that gay stuff, you lying, you gay, nah, you ain't just experimenting, you wasn't just finding yourself. Like, y'all, that's possible. It really is. So just keep an open mind. Everything is possible under the sun. So yeah, y'all, that's it for this one. That's what I think. You know, what y'all think? Can a guy be honest about wanting to experiment or have experimented and curious, and then found out that it wasn't for him? How do you take that as a woman? And you know, as a gay dude, as another bi dude, how do you feel relating to that? Do you feel like that's bogus? Because I feel like this is argumentable as hell. You know what I'm saying? So definitely get in them comments. Y'all know what's up. I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.